Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome
Okay.
to today's Focus 10 to 13 at 11 o'clock. You may or may not have had a webinar with me before. My name is Sean. I come from Ireland. I work in school in Milan on Via Meravigli, and I work with the wonderful Angela.
That would be me.
Mhm.
Hi, guys. I'm Angela, and I'm from Nepal, a little country in Asia. I think by now most of you might know me because we are on online these days very often. Okay, Gianni Zampieri, hello and welcome.
Hi.
Yes, from Padova. Welcome back, Gianni. I know this name. Yeah, I know
Okay,
Gianni. Okay.
good.
And yes, what else? Yeah, and I work at the school in Meravigli, just like Sean. We're colleagues there. And we're very happy to be here this morning and see a lot of you here. Wow, great.
Mm,
Now the comments are coming in. Hi, I'm Federica from Meravigli. Yes, great.
okay.
Chiara says, hello, teachers. I'm Chiara from Modena.
Mm.
Hello, Chiara. You're welcome.
Yes,
You're
I've
welcome
seen
here.
Chiara a few times. It's always good to
Yes.
see the same people. I miss
Yeah,
the students not being in school.
absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about it's quite interesting. We're going to be talking about traveling.
Mm.
Traveling. Oops. All right. So let's see what we're going to be looking at. Um, Sean, do you mind reading that for me, please? Because I am
Yeah,
on the slides here.
sure. So, in today's focus activity, we are talking about traveling, looking at some language, some vocabulary for different types of trips, using past perfect continuous, so that particular tense, and then
Mhm,
idioms to do with boats, because surprisingly,
mhm.
there's quite a few of those. I don't know why, but
Exactly. Quite
yeah.
nice. Yeah. Great. Let's move on. Up. Hmm.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay. Let's read this. Okay. How often do you travel within your country or abroad? Okay. So we want you guys to write to us and let us know if you like traveling and if you travel within your country because Italy has so many beautiful places to see.
Yeah.
And yes, within your country or also abroad. Maybe you can tell us where you've been. Okay. The second question is also, do you travel for business or pleasure? Let us know if you travel for business or pleasure. And maybe we can leave the last question to discuss again. Okay.
Mhm.
In a few minutes. So, meanwhile, while you're writing your answers, Sean and me will discuss about our travel situation. How often do you travel, Sean?
Yes, I travel maybe once or twice every year.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, I go abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Within Europe, I'm from
Mm-hmm.
Ireland, so it's only 1 to 3 hours to go to somewhere like France or the UK or Spain or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
the flights are not so expensive, so generally I like to travel abroad. Also in Ireland, it's not like Italy. There's not so much as regards different places to visit, so it's
Uh-huh.
better going abroad. How about you? How often do you travel?
Well, I do travel once or twice a year these days, but if you remember, I used to be a flight attendant. Um, previously for 14 years. So yes, I've traveled a lot. My husband's a pilot, so he's still traveling a lot, except during this lockdown. So
Okay.
we are now safe at home.
Yeah.
Yes, and I do like to travel. I did like to travel. I don't like traveling so much these days. I like to stay at home. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a little different, but
Mm.
yes, we do travel. Um, in fact, we just got back last month. We went to Florida and
Lovely.
to Miami, to Orlando, and we just got back from there before the
Yeah.
lockdown.
Did you go to Disney World?
Yes, we did. I took my daughter to Disney World.
It's nice. It's great
Yeah,
for kids.
yeah. So Chiara says, I love travel. Last summer, I stayed in Italy, in Sicily precisely, and I had some plans to go abroad this week, but I think that we can't do it because of the virus. Oh, yep, right. Okay, so Valentina says, hi guys, I'm Valentina from Milan. Hi, Valentina.
Hi,
Welcome.
Valentina.
So Gianni says, in general, I prefer to travel abroad to see countries I've never visited before.
Mm,
Fantastic. Good sentence there.
yeah.
Nice.
Mm,
Hi, Sylvia.
yeah.
Welcome. Sylvia's
Sylvia's
from our school.
yeah, one of our students.
Yeah. Yes, we know that, Sylvia.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. So tell us, guys, tell us, where have you been? Tell us about the furthest you've been, okay, from here. Now let's take Italy as the point, okay, and tell us the furthest you've ever been in your life, okay, Sean.
Mm,
I'm just hounding on you.
yeah, I've actually never been outside of Europe.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't I haven't I imagine that long flights are not very pleasant.
not
And
at all.
because they're expensive and not pleasant, I've just never really organized to go outside Europe. The
Mm-hmm.
furthest I've been is Germany, which is not very far at all. So I imagine you've definitely been further than that. Yeah.
Yes, I have. I mean, I come from Nepal.
Yeah.
That's where Kathmandu is my hometown. Let's say it's a big city, but
Yeah.
Kathmandu is originally where I'm from.
Mm.
Okay,
Have
so
you visited every continent?
yes, I think I have. Yes, I have.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so Clara is here. She's also joined us. She says, hi, everyone. I'm Clara from Sicily, but I live and work in Modena. Modena. Isn't Modena very famous for balsamic? That's
Yeah,
where the
the
balsamic,
vinegar. Yeah.
yeah, the balsamic vinaigrette is from.
Mm.
Nice. It's very nice. Okay, so guys, tell us where you've been. Okay, the furthest you've been.
Mm.
And then maybe we can also talk about the best place you've been to.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so meanwhile, Sean, maybe you can tell us the best place you've ever been to.
I mean, I definitely love all of the places I've been to in Italy,
Mm-hmm.
but somewhere I've visited a few times and I really love it every time I go is Paris. I think Paris is really a very special city, very interesting, always lots to see, lots to do. Have you visited
Mm.
Paris? Yeah?
Yes, absolutely. I do like Paris, but I do love Paris, but maybe not as much as I love Milan. I know that it might sound strange, but yeah, if I had to choose, I would prefer Milan.
Mm.
Okay, Valentina says, in general, I travel abroad 2 times a year. For example, for Christmas, I went to Vienna. Oh, wow. Christmas in Vienna must be so amazing.
Yeah.
Mm. And Federica says, I travel once. Okay, so once as in one time a year, and it is spelled as ONCE, a year. In general, I travel in Italy, but the next summer I'm going to go to New York. This was my plan before the virus. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Best place is Madrid. Yes, I've never been to Madrid. I've heard it's very nice.
Madrid is very nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia says, I usually travel once a year in summer. Last year, I went to Romania in April and Tuscany in August. Wow, where in Tuscany did you go, Sylvia? Because I went to Tuscany too, because my husband is from Tuscany.
Oh, lovely. Where in
Yeah.
Tuscany?
He's from a little, tiny little town called Capalbio.
Okay.
It's really tiny, but it's so beautiful. And it has
I,
beautiful beaches. Yeah.
yeah. I have an aunt who lives near Siena, and I really think the landscape in Tuscany, there's nowhere as beautiful, all the hills and
Exactly. Oh, Tuscany is like it's the top. Yeah. Gianni says, I traveled quite a lot for business as well as for pleasure. Nice. Kiara says, I love travel and I've been in every continent, but I've lived for a year in London. And when I have time, I always go there. Wow, Kiara, nice.
Mhm.
Okay. So Sylvia's answered. She said, I went to Tirrena. I love Tuscany. Oh, the whole world loves Tuscany, I think. Tuscany is a dream. That's why I
Yeah,
married my husband from Tuscany.
yeah, I must say though, I was there in the summer. I was there around July,
Mm-hmm.
and for me it was very hot because it's in the center of Italy. It's a bit
Ah.
it's a bit like Milan. In the summer,
Mm-hmm.
Italy, you're better off on the coast near the
Yeah.
water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. So Federica says, I studied in Pisa for 2 years, or
Hmm.
I am studying in Pisa for 2 years. Okay. I love Tuscany. So studied. Okay. Great. She's corrected herself. Very nice. Lovely. Okay. Nice. So, guys, also tell us, what would be your ideal trip? Where would you like to go? And what do you think would be ideal? Okay, so the best,
Mm, yeah.
which
What, would-
also, yes.
what would your ideal trip be?
Sorry,
And
I just cut you off.
like,
My ideal trip, I love the beaches. I love anywhere with a beach. Uh, if it's a beautiful beach and weather is good, it's enough. I ask for a beach with good weather, and I'm good. Yeah, that's an ideal vacation. What
that's
about
nice.
you, Sean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to visit cities a lot. I like to see new culture in places like that. So there's a lot of cities that I haven't visited yet, and I would like to visit. I think the next place I really want to go is Lisbon. I've heard it's a really nice place. Maybe this summer if the virus leaves us alone eventually.
Oh, this virus is just now. It's just getting annoying. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's
at the
more than
beginning,
anything. It's getting
yeah, at the beginning it was scary. Now it's just annoying.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, Chiara thinks that Siena is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Yep. Unfortunately, I've never been to Siena, and that is
Yeah.
definitely one of the places I would love to see because I've always been a romantic, and after I saw the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Okay, It's amazing with this amazing, gorgeous actor called Raul Bova,
Okay.
Italian actor. And yeah, very nice movie. It's a Hollywood make, and yeah, and I've always wanted to go to Siena, never had the time, but this year I hope that I can go there.
Yeah, no, it's very beautiful, worth visiting, definitely.
Sylvia says, my dream is to go to America and have a journey from the East Coast to the West Coast. Nice. You're going to drive and get there. Nice. Sounds
Mm.
good. Sounds good. What does Kiara say? My ideal trip is a 3-week trip, 2 weeks for a tour, and 1 week for relaxing. Nice. Sylvia says, I agree with Kiara. Sienna is amazing. Great. Gianni says, my ideal trip, an aimless wanderer, as I like traveling without a goal or destination. Very interesting. Very interesting. So,
Yeah,
which actually, yeah, takes us to the next
mm,
slide. I'm so sorry, I'm just cutting you off so often because, it's like
the
the
delay,
connection is,
it's very
yeah.
normal. Don't worry about it. Mhm.
Okay. So, now, guys, tell us your style. Okay, what's your travel style? Do you like a luxury spa, hitchhiking, charter plane, backpacking, stay with the known, aimless wanderer like Gianni? Okay, over planner, fly solo, group tours, eat local fare. Okay,
Mm.
nice. Valentina, I would like to go to Vietnam. It's my ideal trip. Valentina, tell us more. Why Vietnam, of all places? Why? Why that particular country?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, tell
So
us.
what's your travel style? I don't know that I'm really any of these things. And maybe stay with the known.
Mm-hmm,
Something I like to do is I like to go to cities where I have a contact there. I have a friend. So
mm-hmm.
obviously I save money by staying with them, but also you have someone to introduce the city, to show you the good restaurants, the good places to
Uh-huh.
spend
Mm-hmm.
time. But
Yeah.
and not the other ones, I don't think.
Yeah. Also, then, usually what happens is it differs according to age also, I mean, because with age also comes budgets, I mean, family and people involved. So I would think that Sean, he's very young. Okay. So, I mean, we have a big age difference. I could be a mother. So we
I don't think.
obviously have different styles, right? So we obviously have different styles. So if I were to, I mean, who doesn't like a luxury spa, right? I mean, everybody likes a luxury spa, but obviously it costs. But I am an over planner. That is
Oh,
that is me. Over planner.
okay.
I like to be organized, especially, I mean, I have a kid and I can't just be doing aimless wandering. So maybe that's why. Kiara says, aimless wanderer, fly solo. Nice.
Mhm.
You are young, I think. I would like to Valentine, Vietnam and Cambodia. Okay, so the English name would be Cambodia. So I'm just writing it down for you, Cambodia. Um, yes, nice. I actually have been to Vietnam and Cambodia, and yes, I would
Mm.
highly recommend these places. Absolutely. So Clara says, I'm an over planner. Yeah, like me, but I also like to wander without having plans. Okay, so best of both the worlds. Nice.
Mm. Valentina says for the cultural people, and also because there are a lot of ancient ruins, I think she's talking about Vietnam. Yeah, I think Southeast
Absolutely.
Asia is just keeps getting more popular. Certainly, a lot of Italians like to go to Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Yeah, definitely looks interesting.
Yes, 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 absolutely. Cambodia, you can see the Angkor Wat in Siem Reap.
Mm,
Uh, Amazing, and your budget doesn't have to be really high. Everything is like nice and cheap, and your euro holds a lot of value there. So like a
mm.
dollar, you can just for a dollar you can have a beer. For $5 you can have like a massage. It's amazing.
Wow.
Just amazing. That's the place you should go.
Mhm.
And Gianni also says that he would like to add eat local fare. Oh, Gianni, that's really good because I mean, normally Italians are a little bit used to their own food, and local fare sometimes doesn't really make sense. But nice, adventurous, very adventurous. That's nice. So Clara says, over the years, I've noticed that it's better to travel alone. Okay.
Mm,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. I've never traveled on my own. I always try and find a friend where I'm
Mhm.
going or for the plane as well. Have you ever traveled alone?
Yes, I have. When I was younger, I did. I traveled alone. I went to the US. I often traveled alone because I wouldn't find, friends who really wanted to go to the places I wanted to go to. Maybe some people uh, didn't like to go to, the destination I was looking for, or maybe the budget wasn't right. There was always something. So I said, can't wait for everybody. So let me go. So I did. I did a bit
Yeah.
of traveling on my own. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Kiara says that she agrees with Clara. Yeah, over the years, I've noticed that it's better to travel alone. Yeah, so solo travelers, okay? Nobody's actually said backpacking. What about
Mm.
backpacking? Have you ever been backpacking?
Me, no. For me, I'm not. I like things like, showering and having a bed at night. No, I have some
Yes.
friends who invited me, but it's not for me, definitely.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yes, when I was younger, when my husband was younger too, my husband's Italian, right? So he went on a backpacking trip around Vietnam, Cambodia. That Southeast Asia
Yeah.
backpackers route. He did that, and later we, as a family, we went on holiday, and he
Mhm.
actually remembered some of those places. So we went into some of those backpackers. They have specific bars,
Yeah, yeah.
in these areas for the backpackers. You can look it up on the Lonely Planet, and we went there, and it was nice. Well, yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. All kinds of people, I think.
Yeah, really. A lot of Americans, in these backpacking trips. Sylvia says, I'm an over planner too. Okay.
Mhm.
Gianni says, I don't like traveling with a rucksack. Hmm. Yeah, I don't like traveling with a rucksack either. Not nowadays, at least. Nice, so interesting. All right, so that takes us to the next slide. Here we go. The lovely idioms.
Yeah, our boat idioms.
All right, so let's just read through it. Sean, what do you think? And then we
Yeah,
can
I'll read
explain.
through them.
Mhm.
Yeah, and if you know any of these, write in the comments what you think they mean, and maybe
Mhm.
we'll discuss them. So, to jump ship,
Mm-hmm.
Up a creek without a paddle. Now this is kind of, I think, the PG version of this one because I would personally say up shit creek without a paddle. But anyway, whatever
Okay.
floats your boat,
Uh-huh.
ships in the night, in the same boat, and when your ship comes in.
Hmm. Okay, so before we explain that, we'll quickly go over some of these comments. Kiara says, I've done backpacking when I've been in Spain. So when I was in Spain, I visited the country from Barcelona to Sevilla. Hmm, that's nice. Very, very adventurous, I would say. Clara says, no, I would never cope with backpacking. I considered doing the Camino de Santiago, but I basically hate walking for miles. Interesting.
Yeah,
Jenny has given us the answer to the first idiom.
yeah, exactly. To jump ship, to change your mind, to change your position. I'd say that's exactly it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. To to bail out, to basically leave. Yeah, jump ship. Great. Anybody else? Oh,
Mhm.
Jenny. Oh, nice. Whatever
Yeah.
floats your boat, whatever you prefer, whatever you like to do.
Mhm.
Okay. Nice. Anybody else? Any of these idioms?
Yeah, so the second one, you might know what a creek is.
Mm-hmm.
A creek is kind of what we have in this picture. It's
Yeah.
kind of a river through a mountain or something like that, where you'd go kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll explain the second one because I don't know that anyone will have it. It's
Yeah.
that if you're up a creek or up shit creek without a paddle, you're in a bad situation. You're in a dangerous.
Very negative. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're in danger, I would say, up shit creek without a paddle. You need a paddle to steer, or
Yeah.
otherwise you're in trouble.
Yes. So basically, it just means that it is a very difficult situation. Okay. So most of them have got it right. Number four, Gianni says, number four, ships in the night, a brief meeting. Yes, a brief meeting, and like ships in the night, they sail, they pass you by. Okay.
Mhm.
Number four, Kiara. Number four. I think you mean number five, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Okay, so Kiara and Sylvia, you might mean in the same boat, means in the same situation. Okay, everyone in the same situation. That would be number
Mhm.
5. Yes, Kiara and yeah. Yeah, I know. These aren't numbered, so it kind of gets confusing.
Mhm. I don't know that I would use when your ship comes in. I know the meaning, but I just wouldn't think to use it, I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't really heard people using it, but just in case you hear someone using it in future, you know what it is, okay? Jenny, very good when your fortune is made or when, luck favors you and, you gain some wealth, okay? This is what it means. Great, very nice.
Mhm.
Nice. Let's go. Let's look at the next slide, which is going to explain everything. And we're going to put this into the blank spaces, okay?
Yeah.
So maybe Sean, we can just read it and then, make
Yeah.
our students complete it. Oops, I just gave out the first one by mistake.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll read through it and fill in the blanks with our boat idioms. So,
Mhm.
down a rocky road, Lauren and I had been together for many years before we took this trip that ended up saving our relationship. Things started to get difficult, and I thought taking a break from our stressful daily lives would help the relationship. I asked Lauren where she wanted to go, and she responded, blank, it doesn't matter to me. Even though I wanted to blank because things had become so difficult for us, I reminded myself that we were both blank. Our story had begun romantically, but now things felt different. Like blank, we met one time at a cafe and never saw each
Okay.
other again, well, until a year later. We fell in love and quickly moved in together. I felt guilty about spending so much money on a trip because if I got fired tomorrow, I knew we would be blank. I thought one day blank and we won't have to worry about money anymore and we can travel wherever we want. Thank you for
Hmm.
enlarging that, Angela. It was a bit of an alpha test.
Yeah, I'm sorry I did it so late. Okay. Guys, try to fill up these blanks. So, you know, when you use these idioms in context, it gets clearer for you. Okay.
Yeah.
If anyone tries, maybe the first one, things started. I asked Lauren where she wanted to go, and she responded,
Mm,
as I remember Gianni said before,
yeah.
it takes some time for the comments to come in.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah,
always
with this.
does. Mm.
Maybe we should give the first answer. What do you think?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
whatever floats your boat, it's kind of a
Mm-hmm.
synonym to it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. Okay. Even though I wanted to blank because things had become so difficult for us, even though I wanted to leave. Okay, so leave would be or give
Mhm.
up or
Yeah, jump ship.
jump ship. Okay. Okay, I reminded myself that we were both blank.
In the same boat?
Yeah, the same
Mm,
boat. Okay, we're in the same situation. Our story had begun romantically, but now things felt different. Like blank, we
uh,
met one time at a cafe and never saw each other again.
okay, yeah, I think like
Remember?
ships in the night. Yeah,
Night.
Clara
Yeah.
has that one. We
Okay,
have comments
perfect.
coming through now, yeah.
Is it coming in? Okay, great. Four
Hmm.
ships in the night. Oh, great. The comments just came in now because of the connection. Oh, my Lord. Okay, great. And I feel guilty about spending so much money on a trip because if I got fired tomorrow, I knew we would be blank. We would
Yeah.
be, remember, in a difficult situation, up a creek without a paddle. Okay. And thought one day when my fortune
When
comes,
ship comes
okay,
in, yeah.
sir, it would be
When your ship comes
comes
in.
in,
When my or our.
we won't have to
Hmm.
worry about money anymore and we can travel where we want, wherever we want, we can do whatever we like. Okay, so this is what it means. Okay, any more? Okay, fantastic. Good job, guys. So, hmm. Right. So, okay. So now this slide says use past perfect or past perfect continuous to form these questions about planning a trip. Think about your last trip. Okay. How long? Plan your trip. Dream of going there. Want to go there. Know about this place. Okay. So For this, we need you to write down some sentences, questions, it depends, whatever you want, okay? Using past perfect or past perfect continuous, okay? So it can be anything. We just want your interaction, okay?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess we can quickly go over the
Yeah.
past perfect and past
Yes.
perfect continuous.
Mm-hmm.
I would say for both of these, the most important thing to remember is you
Mm-hmm.
use them to talk about something which happened before something else in the past. So usually past simple comes before the past perfect or the
Mm-hmm.
past perfect continuous. And then, like any perfect as opposed to continuous tense, we use the continuous to emphasize duration, and we use the perfect to emphasize a result or a product. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anything you want to add to that?
No, I think that was explained very nicely. I think we will see the results once they start writing in, and then maybe we can explain it in case they need it.
Yeah. Mm,
Oh, nice question there. Okay. Oh, from Gianni. Okay, before that, it's Clara saying, how long have you been dreaming of going there? Dreaming of going there. Nice. Very nice.
mhm.
Oh, I think I'm clicking too much. So Gianni says, have you already planned your trip? Nice.
Mhm.
Any more, guys? Kiara, Sylvia. Okay, nice. What about you, Sean? Let's while they're writing, let's talk about us. Have you planned anything?
No, I don't have any plans at the moment, certainly not for travel. Do you, Angela?
No, not at the moment with this virus
No.
situation. No, not sure if I'm not sure if we're going to travel anywhere this year because a bit careful.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
connection problems.
Mm, oh dear.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. I think we're back. How long had you wanted to go there, Sylvia? Okay.
Yeah, important. The participle
Mm,
wanted. Yeah.
okay. So Kiara says, how long had you dreamt of going there? Oh, fantastic. How long had you been planning your trip? All right. Fantastic.
Very good. Yeah.
Whoopsie. Connection again. Can you hear me, Sean?
Yeah, I can. Can you
Okay.
still hear me? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it
But just
depends.
that everything is, yeah, everything is stuck. That's the thing, like hanging. My computer's
Okay.
hanging. Okay, so
I can
as
get
long
up
as you can
the
hear me.
slide.
Yes, please, if you can do
Mm,
that. Yeah, Kiara's,
okay, I'll put.
okay. Yeah. Jenny says, have you ever known about this place? Had you ever known about this place? Sylvia says, how long had you been dreaming of going there? How long had you been dreaming of going there? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. So I think everyone's doing well anyway with the
Yeah.
questions. So we can
Mm-hmm.
do the next activity to check how
Mm.
your familiarity with when you should be using past simple or past perfect or past perfect
Mhm.
continuous. So just like I said before, um, the past perfect or past perfect continuous is always about putting something before something else. So you always need past simple before one of those to give context, and then you need the past perfect for the result and the past perfect continuous to emphasize the duration. So we have a little text here, and we have two different options for some of the verb phrases. So, Angela, do you want to have a read through this, and we'll let the guys answer in the comments?
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. Just making sure that you can hear me. All right. So, my best friend and I went or had been on a trip a few years ago. Oh God, it's so little. Wait, hold on. Can you just make it
Okay. Yeah.
bigger?
You
Thank you. This
said.
screen bigger.
Mhm.
Ago that I will never forget. By the time we arrived slash had arrived, we were traveling, had been traveling on the train for hours. So we were absolutely when we finally made it to Agra, we were noticing how many people there were. The next morning we left slash had left early because we had heard slash were hearing how crowded the Taj Mahal gets. After we were walking, had been walking for hours around the monument grounds, we decided to go to the restaurant and try the local. We had wanted slash had been wanting to try petha, a typical candy from the city, for years, and it was so good. So one, Kiara Sylvia says went. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Yeah, I think they're right. Exactly.
mhm,
Went very
mhm,
good. The
mhm.
second one, I think Valentina and Johnny are correct. Oh no, by the
Mhm.
time we arrived, so no past there because there's nothing before it. And
Mhm.
we had been traveling. Yes, very good.
Mhm.
We had been traveling on the train for hours. The next one, do we have an answer yet? We noticed. Yeah, very
Mhm.
good. We noticed.
Mhm.
We left. Mm-hmm. We left
Oh,
early
Clara.
because oh,
Very
she's
good.
done it. Oh, wow.
She's done it all
Mm-hmm.
in one sentence. Yeah, very good. Six, had
Yeah,
heard. Okay. Very good,
exactly.
Sylvia.
Good.
Mhm.
After we were, mm-hmm. Yeah. So you all seem to have a handle on this. If anyone has any
Yeah,
questions, let us know. But
yeah.
everyone's doing
Mhm.
very good.
Very nice. Yeah. The Taj Mahal. It's also known as the Monument of Love. Do you know the
Oh, have
story
you?
about the Taj Mahal?
Yeah, it's the wife of the Maharaja is buried in there, isn't she?
Yeah.
But I
So
haven't visited. Yeah.
yeah, I have, and it's really beautiful, really, really beautiful, really, really crowded. So yes, you have to go there early in the morning, like every other, uh, highlight of every city, the landmark. So yeah, so there was this emperor called Akbar. Okay, some history for you guys. So he had this wife. Her name was Mumtaz. So the Taj Mahal is basically named after her, the Taj. So Mumtaz Mahal. Okay, and when she died, he built this. It's actually a monument which stands over her grave. So she was buried under there, the tomb, and he when he died, he was buried next to her. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's
an
a beautiful
amazing
love
thing
story.
to do for your wife, isn't it?
Yeah, except that there's a little twist in this story because he had like about 15 wives or so, and even
Oh,
after she died, uh, he, he did marry her sister and
okay.
some other girls.
Well, it
Some other men.
it was a different time, you know.
Yeah. But well, she was his favorite,
Okay,
so nice. And then
okay.
she got the Taj Mahal. So.
Yeah, I think we have the last few answers. So had been walking, very good, and had wanted. Yeah, I think, yeah, everyone has those ones. So very good. We'll move on to just
Yeah.
some last few questions
Hmm.
for just the last few minutes we have left, I think.
Yeah.
So, travel advice and experienced. You're
Hmm.
certainly a very experienced
Traveler.
traveler, Angela. So what advice can you give to inexperienced travelers?
Inexperienced travelers. Hmm.
Yeah.
I would say wherever you go in the world, it might be one of the richest countries in the world. Maybe, like for example, where I lived, Qatar, it has the highest per capita income in the world. Very,
Mm.
very rich country, oil and gas. Okay. And I've also been to, and I am from one of the poorest countries in the world, which is Nepal. So I've experienced extremes. Okay. But I would say wherever you go, you have to be very careful uh, because everybody looks at you as a foreigner and they do see dollar signs most
Oh,
of the times because tourism, and
yeah.
so you have to be really careful because you are going to get cheated along the way. So now that is the negative side. The positive side is, I would say you have to try to immerse in that culture so you can try to learn whatever you're looking for, basically, because at the end of the day, all this travel is also related to soul searching and finding yourself. So if you talk to the locals, you try to empathize with them, you're going to learn so much more, I would say. And try not to take the touristy routes. You can try to deviate from them. That would be my advice. What about you, Sean?
That's great advice. Certainly I'm not speaking from any kind of experience.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I mean, I think certainly traveling within Europe, certainly
Mm-hmm.
weekend trips and things like that are very popular because
Mm-hmm.
it's so convenient. But I would always say if you can try and spend a week or something at least somewhere, because I find if you're there for just a day or two, you never really get a sense of the place and really get to settle in and experience everything that you're seeing. I
Absolutely.
myself, I really prefer to stay a bit longer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Good advice.
Mm.
What about you guys? Do you have any advice for us?
Yeah, just in the last minute. Let
Oh,
us know.
yeah, just we're running short of time. Such an interesting topic.
Yeah, definitely. Makes me sad that at the moment we are completely forbidden from traveling.
True. Oh, Kiara, nice. So Kiara says, my advice, okay, is travel light, study something about the country you're going to visit before leaving. Oh, that's amazing advice. Yep, absolutely. Very, very nice. So you
Travel
have an
light.
idea. Yeah, because there are also so many cultural norms that you have to consider. So important. Oh my God, my connection is really bad today. All
Okay.
right,
Well,
all right,
we're
guys. I
really,
think we have to wrap up, right?
yeah. So, I mean, thank you for all your participation today. Really, really great. Lots and lots and lots of comments.
Yeah.
especially for quite early on a Saturday. So you all must be a bit bored, but it's nice to see you anyway. So
Yeah.
bye from me.
Bye bye from me too. See you
Oh,
soon.
see you. Bye.
Bye.